Welcome to another video, guys, and we will have a very quick video to show you all another part of my collection. As you saw in the last video, what I mainly collect is comic books and books. And the people around me know this, and a couple of years ago, someone decided to throw away some stuff they had laying around in their house. And since they knew that I love comic books, they decided to give them to me. What we have here are very old comic books, Italian comic books from the 70s and 80s, and there is a little bit of a mix mash of stuff. But yes, I'm going to show you all a little bit of the stuff. As I said, this is old stuff, not cleaned. I need to clean it up and put it away, but for now, they are here and I will show you. Most of the piles inside this place are Giornalino. Giornalino is actually a comic book booklet very similar to what Shonen Jump is conceptually. So a comic book that has inside different stories that progress week for week, and naturally the stories are very different between themselves. So maybe some stories are more for children, some are more for adults, and so on and so forth. Naturally, we are talking about Italy in the 70s and 80s, so most of the comic books were designed and drawn up for children generally, but naturally some adults were reading this stuff. Aside from this, we are talking still 70s and 80s, and the copyright laws maybe were a bit different. So, for example, a lot of, anime from Japan were shown in the Italian television and then were reimagined as comic books. This is a Mazinga Z comic book, and as you can see inside, it's not original art. All this stuff was redrawn by someone here in Italy for the Italian public, I think. And I have a couple of volumes of this series, but this happened in other publications. For example, in Giornalino, as you can see, this is Sherlock Holmes, but this is the Japanese anime version of Sherlock Holmes. I think, for example, Miyazaki made a movie with these characters. Miyazaki made Sherlock Holmes and the Castle of Cagliostro, I think, if I'm not wrong. And so, as you can see, the contents of this comic book series is very varied. As I said, I have not read any of them, but I intend to. So maybe in a future video, in a couple of years, I will tell you what you can find inside of them. But all this and this are all Giornalino. Aside from that, we have some Topolino stuff, that a comic book series that I showed you in the last video, and this is a pretty old one, not one of the first. This is the number 1005 from 1975, and yes, as I said before, Topolino is a very long-running series. I have more Topolino stuff here. This is Topolino. Very long-running series with a lot of stories, mostly, as I said, Italian-made, but we had some translation of other stories from around Europe and the world. As you can see, maybe if you noticed in the other video, Topolino now in this format in the 70s and 80s was published under the Walt Disney name. Nowadays, they dropped all pretenses of that. They changed the editor, and all the Mickey Mouse stuff in Italy is published for Panini Company. So they have all rights to the characters and to the stories they create. Other than that, we have another pile of pretty beat up comic books. This is Zagor, for example, Italian comic book hero from that period. Look at this, very beat up. This is part of a series of hero characters that were pretty popular in Italy, published by Bonelli Editore, and they were this adventure type character. They went in strange places around the world. They had very strange encounters. I just read what the fuck? Jesus. I don't know what this is, but okay. Jesus, the claw of the falcon. Okay, I don't know what this is. Ooh, look at this. Spider-Man. This is a superhero comic book with Spider-Man, the Thing, Thor, and the Human Torch. And here we have the Italian comic book legend, probably one of the most well-known Italian characters ever created, Tex. Tex was actually is a comic book that is set in the Far West, American Far West, and we have our hero that goes around and has a ton of adventures. Yes, I say still published because Tex is still being published today in Italy. We have still a lot of new Tex stories coming out each year. Not something I really read, but I mean, they're there. More Zagor stuff. Zagor, as you can see, stuff is flying around, all broken, but I mean, what can you do about it? This is very old comic books, and they were gifted to me, so I mean, what can I do? I don't know what this is. A boy in the Far West. The Four Aces. I don't know what this is, honestly. More text stuff. More text. More text. More text. I think this is all Tex and Zagor, so we stop here. After that we have some other stuff up here. More Tex, I see. Okay, some different stuff up under here. Tex. And Geppo. I don't know what this character is. I've never seen it, so okay. I don't know what it is. Oh, this is Braccio di Ferro, in English Popeye. Yes, Popeye. Pretty famous character in Italy. Pretty well loved, actually. It was still being shown on TV when I was young, actually. I don't know if they still have a Popeye cartoon on TV right now, but it was still going when I was younger. Yes, more Popeye stuff. And under that, Tex. This is all text stuff. And after that, Topolino, Mickey Mouse for the international crowd. After that, we have this pile of stuff. And this stuff is actually, as I showed you before, various comics. So Mazinga Z, reimagining, Italian reimagining, Linus, another comic book series similar to Giornalino. This is very cool, actually. I might make a video about this in the future. This is a booklet showing the kind of toys you could buy in the 1979 Christmas holidays, and there are some very cool stuff inside, so maybe in the future I can show you all. And yeah, I'm not going to go through all this stuff. Tarzan, Daredevil, and some other stuff. Yeah, I am not going to let you all suffer more than it is necessary. This stuff is actually modern stuff. This is the Pokemon The Great Adventure comic book, and we have some books here. Yes, some books. These are Japanese legends and folk tales, Ready Player 2, and some other stuff. Okay, it's not important. Nothing, I just wanted to show you all this stuff. I think it's pretty cool. I want to try and clean this stuff up so that it can be read, and I want to try to read it. It's very dusty. I feel my hands getting super dirty just by touching the things inside of here. And so I'm going to shut the video, open the garage door so that I can have a little bit of a flow of air inside of here. Thank you for watching.